Hello, Austin County. Today I'm here with Chad and Amanda Welty, who are castle keepers at Newman's Castle in Bellville. Thank you guys for being here with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right, before we begin, I want to remind everybody to join our YouTube channel, like and subscribe so that you keep you in the loop so you always know when a new video drops. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. I've already said your names, but tell me, what do you do at Newman's Castle?
So I will start here. My name is Chad Welty, as was mentioned. We call ourselves the Castle Keepers because we don't feel like we're the kings and queens of Newman's Castle. We are responsible for all things Newman's Castle. We do the day-to-day operations out there. We fix stuff. We mow. We pretty much do everything out there.
So it's a jack of all trades,
Jack of all trades, 6 days a week. It's a full-time job for us, for sure.
All right. And what do you do, ma'am?
Well, minus the yard work, but still, we basically do tours 6 days a week. So we're one of us are usually the face of the tour, and then we help coordinate events where the people out there cleaning the rooms if you stay overnight, anything like that. We're also the people if you have problems. Complain to you.
Oh,
so yeah,
no problems ever. That's okay. So being the keepers of the castle, how did that come about?
So Mr. Newman is my uncle.
Oh, okay.
So he did pass away last year. So we took over the castle for him. Moved down. We were currently living. Well, at the time we were living in Utah, and then we always knew about the opportunity to come run the place one day. So that opportunity came last year. So we moved from Utah and took over the castle down here.
Wow. I mean, that's not a small move.
No.
Wow.
Not a small move from Utah. The humidity here is next level compared to the dryness there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I tell you, it's different because I came from closer to the coast before I got here, and it's much drier here than it was at the coast. So see, y'all are kind of the opposite. So, all right. So, everybody knows I am a transplant, like I said, from closer to the coast. And I didn't know Mike Newman. Tell me who he was, what he did. Why did he do the castle?
Sure. Yeah. So he was the baker in town is what he did. So he actually started Newman's Bakery in the early 1980s. And he didn't know how to bake at the time. So he learned from a friend, figured it out, and started that business at that time. And that business was growing and expanding through the years. And by the 90s, he was kind of getting bored with that. So he's kind of just looking for his next adventure. He'd previously done other jobs that are pretty relevant, you could say, to building a castle, because he was like a plumber for a little while, electrician. So then he just decided after just wanting the next little adventure that he wanted to build his house. So he, from there, it was one of those things where he just kind of set out there on the property purchase that he was going to build a house on. He was out with a buddy and they started talking, and then that phrase, "a man's home is his castle," was mentioned. And then that set it off. That's when he decided on a castle. He had previously been to Europe for a little while, so he saw a bunch of castles. And that's what really got him going. He was just a strong-willed man. So when he gets an idea like that, that's kind of what he runs with it and goes. So
now I heard tell that the bricks were brought over from another country. Is that true?
No, that's not true. No. So the bricks were brought over from the cement that he made on property. Okay. So they're actually just cinder blocks. Okay. He would get equipment, gear, materials, just truckload at a time delivered. And he would just build as he could afford to build. Just cinder blocks, cement on the walls, and then he just took a stick or whatever he had and just drew the blocks in the walls. So,
how long did it take him to build that?
So he worked on the castle from 1998 to 2016. So 18 years of work. He didn't quite get it done. There were some rooms that he didn't quite finish, some guest rooms that he was working on. But other than that, he pretty much got it all done.
Wow. So, I mean, having a castle, when you have people come visit, I mean, this is Texas, we don't have castles. What are some of the things that you have heard people say when they see it for the first time, other than wow? Go ahead. That's you. That's you.
Usually usually they're just amazed. We have had people, like international people come, and they will say that it looks pretty accurate to castles that you can find in Europe.
Okay.
There's like a couple things, that it is a bit more modern, and the windows, I think, are usually something that they comment on. But yeah, a lot of people are just always really amazed because, going to Europe is expensive. So this is like the closest they can get for the cheapest to seeing a castle.
I was going to say, Greg, make it big. Make this picture big for me. They have a coat of arms up there. Is that like his family coat of arms with the N or did he just...
Yeah, so it's not actually the family coat of arms. Can't... Well, do you have one of the flag by chance up there too? We'll talk
of the
about
what?
That. So we'll talk about the coat of arms first, and then the flag up top, maybe.
Okay, no, I'll have to find the flag. I didn't find one of those.
The coat of arms, he just created it because he had his castle.
Okay.
The family, so he's my uncle by my mom.
Okay.
So that's the connection there. So they did not grow up with means. So he had a castle, so he created his coat of arms. It stands for New Man in Christ. So that's what the N and the man is in his likeness, and then the cross for Christ. So that's the symbolism there.
Okay, let's see if we can find it. I don't remember seeing it.
It's okay if you can't find it. You can't really see it there. So it's actually a Scottish flag that we typically fly up there.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with the family's heritage.
Okay.
So that's always a good joke we get to tell people, because they always ask, like, hey, like, there's a Scottish flag, or what is that flag? Why is it up there?
Make this one a little bit big, Greg. So you can see the coat of arms a little better.
Well, we don't fly those flags anymore. It's a Scottish flag.
Okay.
But the joke is, no, the family is actually Czech, like many of the people in this area. We just fly the Scottish flag because my mom actually just bought them a whole bunch of those, so that's what we fly.
Yeah, I see flags here. Oh. That's my husband's people right there.
That is a very Irish and a very Welsh flag, and I don't know what the middle one two are.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You're good.
Okay, so here's my big question. It has a moat, correct? The castle has a moat?
Right, correct.
Okay. Are there gators in the moat?
So it depends
on
the season. Yes, there are actually living gators in the moat sometimes. And I'm not joking. I'm very serious. They're definitely gators, and they're definitely living, because there's something called an alligator weed.
Okay.
So it's a weed, and that's literally the name of it, alligator weed. So they're very, very safe to the humans walking by.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, so day-to-day activities or events around there. What does a typical day look like? I mean, do you like open the drawbridge and roll back the curtains and
so we have our public hours from 10:30 to 1.
Okay.
So usually we do the story of the castle. So Mike's story, how and why there's a castle in the middle of Texas. At 11, at the carport, and then it's just kind of like you get to wander and choose your own adventure. We do cater in lunch from Newman's Bakery. So you get to like grab your lunch and eat lunch at the castle. And then usually in the afternoons we have commercial photography. We can also host like parties or events or something like that. But so the mornings are the tours, and then the afternoons are kind of other things.
Oh, okay. So if I wanted to have my husband's birthday party, it would need to be in the afternoon, because in the morning would be tour stuff.
Right, correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I guess dumb question. There's electricity, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So
it's a fully livable structure.
Well,
AC, heat, water, running water, flushing toilets. It's
all that good stuff.
It's all there.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. But okay, so I know you had events, and I saw in the on the Facebook page you had some weddings and different things like that. And have you had? I know there was something about they filmed. Greg, you knew about that. Filmed a movie on part of the set.
Yeah.
What was it?
So since we've taken over, we've actually done a full feature film as well out there.
Really?
It was taped this past January. And we just saw it, like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, we finally saw the full thing.
What's it called?
It's called the Jester Boy, question mark?
Yeah, the Jester Boy.
Yeah, the Jester Boy. And you can't find it. They haven't released it publicly yet. The organization plans on, I don't know what they're doing, but they have plans for it. They didn't really know, or maybe they just didn't want to tell us 2 weeks ago when we talked to them. Don't really know. But it should be maybe visible hopefully in the next few months so people can watch it. But the one you were alluding to is probably the Devil's Night. That was taped out there, or maybe...
Is that what it was? Okay.
That was taped out there in 2022, July of 2022. They rented the castle for 3 weeks and taped out there the majority of the movie. We found some of the call sheets, so we kind of had an idea what it looked like, what a day looked like for taping, which is helpful for us just to kind of learn what that looks like. So
Right. Well, I don't know. That sounds exciting to me to have, I don't know, to be that close to a movie set. It just...
It's different, and it's good for us because the tours and the photo shoots are the same thing every day. So when we get something different like that out there, we like it because it's fun.
Okay, so having done that, how many famous people have you had come through the castle? Slightly Famous works. I know who is Kevin Sorbo was the...
Kevin Sorbo, and then was it Daniel Baldwin?
Not was it Daniel?
It was one of the Baldwin brothers.
Okay.
This Baldwin brother.
Okay.
He was in the Devil's Night movie. Was anybody semi-famous in that other
No,
one? No.
So.
It's kind of like smaller budget stuff, so maybe in the future.
Okay, so kind of your indie film type stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
Gotcha.
Smaller music videos have been taped out there.
I was going to say, but you never know. You know that old thing, all it takes is one hit,
You never know, yeah.
and then you can say, I knew him when.
The most enjoyable one for me so far was a group out of Austin called Grandmaster. They're a funk band. Just a bunch of guys that just kind of all knew each other through the scene there, and they started a band, and they were just fun. And just watching their final product of their music video when they put it on their YouTube, and it was just like seeing everything about how they were in real life was exactly how they were on that video, just from like
cool.
the quirkiness of them, and it's just fun music. So
That's nifty. All right, so I know that y'all had kind of a memorable event. Let's see, I'm going to go through. We'll come back to these pictures. Y'all had kind of a memorable event out there. Make a wish for the young lady. I don't remember her name.
Adrina?
something like that.
Yeah, make a wish. She wanted to be a princess. Was it princess or queen for the day?
She wanted to be the queen of the party for the day.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing. Go ahead, tell me about this.
They're great. This was Make-A-Wish reached out to us, and they just asked if we would mind helping be a part of a wish for a little girl, and they were awesome to work with, seriously. And she had so much fun. They kind of organized everything. We got other local businesses. Well, they asked other local businesses too if they would kind of help out as well. So she had 2 candy bars. They had a whole bunch of food that she wanted. She wanted her guests to be well fed. They found people to be a part of her court. So she had knights in her court and ladies in waiting, and they would summon her friends for her. They had a dance party. It was fun. It was cute.
It was fun.
That's amazing. I saw that come across and I thought, how nifty. She'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And you probably won't forget it either.
No, it was an interesting thing to be a part of. We just said it was a way for us to give back. Because, we don't always get a chance to just kind of do something like that. So, yeah,
Right.
It was just a nice way to give back to someone.
So other than movies and Make-A-Wish, has anything happened out there that you were just like, wow?
We host a historical fencing tournament every year out there. This year it's November 7th through 9th. And so we had it last year, and it was the first year we were involved. And fortunately, the people that run the tournament were really organized. It's been about the 5th or 6th year they've had it out there. So they really knew what was going on, because we had no idea. We were just we have the castle, but we were just kind of along for the ride and then kind of relying on them to tell us things because we had no idea. There's no records of anything for that place. So they had their fencing tournament, and it's historical fencing, so it's a little bit different than the Olympic fencing that most people are familiar with. It's just continual action for a minute or 2 minutes at a time in a round. So we were watching them fence, and they seemed talented, and we were like, oh, this is cool. And then I started Googling some of these guys' names that were competing, and I'm like, oh, that's like former Olympic fencers, or oh, that guy's literally the number one ranked fencer in that division or in that discipline for the world, and he's here at our castle fencing, and like, that's pretty cool. And those people were just so down to earth too, as high competitive as they were literally like killing each other with swords. Like they come, even with all their gear and their armor, like they take it off and they're like bloody and bruised up from it. They're like fighting aggressively, but then when they're done, they're just like hugging each other like they're best friends, and very like courteous and very just pleasant after the fact. And it was crazy to like watch this because it's not something we were very familiar with. So
yeah, no,
that's probably the best thing I've liked so far in the last 18 months.
Did you said historical? I know they obviously padded up and whatever, but did they wear historical clothing as well, or
so not necessarily for the fencing portion of it per se, but definitely for the events after we had out there, the feast we have, and when people were dressing up in for music, live music and dancing and things like that, people would dress up more in period era costumes from like the 13th or 14th century.
I was gonna say I'm gonna pull up the Facebook again because I saw. I mean, you guys have got tons of pictures in here. I was gonna see if this one was where they were fencing. Oh, I probably can't find it quickly here. Okay, were these guys part of it?
No.
Okay, because you'd said swords, and I was thinking, there you go. But they had. So you guys do have them come, especially, do you have a lot of Renaissance reenactors and whatever come?
Not really yet so far.
I just wondered.
We're trying to get a few more local things involved for that.
Yeah, because these are 2016. That was before you guys got there, but yeah, because there's just too much. It's just too nifty to not have lots and lots of events there. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm getting off the track. That's what I said. I tend to get excited when I start talking. So let's go back to Mike. He lived in the castle.
He did. Yeah, that was his home. Lived there for 18 years.
Okay, so he just, wow. He just had his own bedroom and drove up to the castle every day and like pulled up the drawbridge and was like, I'm done?
Yeah, if he wanted to. He was the king of his castle. Like, he literally just did what he pleased. If he didn't like someone because he thought they were being rude or disrespectful, he'd just run them off property. And he had no problem doing that at all.
Wow.
I do know he ran it was really good for the kids. He had a thing where they had a knighting ceremony, and they had to, command the drawbridge.
Yeah, they would. He would do an entire like 45-minute skit basically at the start of it every day. And it'd be a whole thing where he'd fire the trebuchet. There'd be someone up on whoever was helping with the tours would be up on the top of the castle and be like, oh, you can't, like Monty Python kind of style action. Like, you can't take this castle. And then they do a siege of the castle after they fire the trebuchet. There's a whole skit involved for many years.
But he also, and I thought it was interesting, he gave him some background history too about like how castle etiquette and whatnot.
Sure, yeah.
I saw two of his presentations, and it was great for the kids. I mean, for kids who've never,
experienced stuff like that.
The closest they ever come is a storybook. I was impressed with
everything. I was going to say, are y'all keeping that alive, or is that something that y'all are going to go back to? Do you know?
When we have schools or homeschool groups or local schools or whatever, we definitely add more historical context for the castle about siege weapons. About castle defenses, and then often if I'm showing someone around the castle, I'll tell them specifics like that phrase, "You're worth your salt." It came from like the 13th or 14th century because salt was a precious commodity. So I'll mix in some historical facts for some of the rooms. We still do some knighting ceremonies out there for kids if they ask. It just kind of depends on we kind of feel out the group before we do whatever we do, depending on the day, so it's kind of flexible.
I was just saying, I saw that you guys had a thing not too long ago. You had all the D&D nerds come out there and play.
So that one didn't quite happen.
Oh, castle.
But we have one coming up in September. So we have a group out of Brenham, actually. They're a gaming company there. And they reached out to us and said, hey, we want to do this. And we're like, let's try. They've been great to work with as well. So we're looking forward to this day of playing. It's called Castles and Crits. Is the tournament that they're hosting for their campaigns.
Okay. Well, you'll have to give us that information. We'll put it out and share with everybody. Greg, flip back and let's show them a few things about this is your dining hall main.
Yeah, that's the main kitchen area in the castle. We could do about 40 people in there for various events.
Okay, now so this is not like a restaurant or whatever. You can't go over there and eat.
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
It's just open when we just have our public hours.
Gotcha. And then, of course, you have the jail cell?
It is.
Lock people in?
It's definitely our dungeon back there.
Dungeon.
They were so new.
Yeah. I've never seen this photo, but that looks like when he built that around 2012, because that's about when that addition was added to the castle.
And I thought this one was nifty because you're actually looking through the window.
Yeah, that looks like, that's from the Grand Hall, from the angle that looks like there. So.
Okay. And then this one's beautiful. Is this the courtyard?
It is our courtyard.
Now, that's not a stocks. Is it like not a stock, but what is it, where you hang people?
No, it's like I don't remember the actual term for it. It does have a real term. But it's like a wooden body. So, for like fencers, it helps them
okay, holds a fencing dummy. Okay, I didn't know if you strung people up there. I didn't know if I needed to watch my P's and Q's when I go.
That's what the dungeon's for.
That's what the dungeon's for. I tell you what, if I go out there and take my husband, I may have to accidentally lock him in it. Does it have a key? I may need to, Anyway, all right. So we know he had a great vision, and are you guys just going to run it until you can't run Newman's Castle anymore?
Stay right there. So that tower in the back, that tall tower is the bell tower. There's guest rooms in there. There's 5 of them. So they're not finished. He got them pretty far along. He was, as that stubborn guy, he just kind of stopped working on them because he was tired of it and just done. So that's one of the original ones from the original tower built that when he finished in 2006.
Okay.
So we rent those out right now, and we're planning aesthetically to make the other 5 rooms similar to this one.
So that'll be those in there.
Yeah, on the bigger part on the base there, that tower from those little
in this area.
Yeah, right in there where the mouse is there. So
that's neat. And how much as of right now in 2025, how much does it run to rent a room?
Right now we're about $135 a night.
That's not bad. That is not to stay in a castle.
Yeah, we're learning too, so that's part of our pricing. We're not going to charge someone an arm and a leg to stay out there when we're still figuring it out ourselves.
Yeah, but that's fun. Okay, so the thing is, y'all are the keepers of the castle. Did he will the castle to y'all, or is it an independent thing, or?
Yeah, we don't own it actually.
Okay.
So we just manage everything.
Okay, that's what I wondered, because that'd be fun to own a castle. I don't know if I'd want to pay the taxes on a castle though.
I don't know if I want to say this on record.
No, don't say anything. We don't want to go there. We'll see. Don't tax people. He's paid his taxes.
Oh, we definitely pay our taxes.
Okay.
There's a lot to it too. It's a lot of property. Is it just the 2 of y'all take care of it?
Yeah.
How much property is there?
20 acres.
20 acres?
Majority of it's wooded, so it's a lot, but it's not as bad just from that standpoint. I just don't really have to worry about 75% of the property.
But the castle itself is a large structure to try to maintain.
It's a lot.
Just to keep it clean.
We clean every day.
I was just saying, bugs, because it's central here. It's got central heat and air, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. It's literally we literally clean 6 days a week. It's getting cleaned. It never stops.
And especially, I remember when that one group came through. I thought, poor Mike, because the thing is, especially if it's rainy, everybody's wearing boots.
Yeah.
Just the cleanup on it's just got to be unreal.
It's crazy, for sure.
And what exactly does cleaning? Obviously sweeping. Is it sweeping, dusting?
Yeah, sweeping, dusting, mopping, doing the mantles, cleaning the bathrooms, picking up trash. There's trash everywhere all the time. Walking around the property, people just drop their wristbands, whatever, picking up trash all the time. So it just never stops.
So plus all the other buildings too, not just like the part where he lives in, but also like the Grand Hall and like the dungeon and the bell tower and the chapel. And yeah, you got to like kind of just check clean everywhere. It's a lot.
Now, is it creepy there after dark?
Yes.
Yeah, it's creepy after dark. It's very quiet out there. So quiet that it's eerie. You hear every step in that place. It's definitely louder at 8 p.m. there when the sun's going down than like any time in the day. It's from all the critters out there, all the insects, all the frogs. It is loud out there.
I would say all the nocturnal animals waking up.
Once they die down a little bit, then you hear every footstep in the castle. You hear every little creak, every little everything. So it's definitely pretty eerie out there.
That would not be a good place for me because I'm the kind, you hear that little noise and before long Godzilla's behind me. So I don't do well with stuff like that. I'd have to have people there with me. I just couldn't do it. But anyway, all right. So we talked about all the different things. Do you guys have any special plans for the future? Like you said, people come 6 days a week. Y'all are open for?
Correct. For whatever.
For whatever. Okay.
Yeah. So if we have like when we host this fencing tournament here in the fall, we'll close down the castle. It'll just be their event. So if someone rents the castle for an event, it's usually just theirs, and then we close down everything else. So we do all of our booking online now on our website. So it's pretty easy to tell if we're closed. The little event's red, so you can't pick anything that day.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
All right. So here's your website, newmanscastle.com.
Yeah, so
Very
if you
simple.
click on the book a tour photo shoot, it's also on that page right there.
Let's see.
You see kind of.
There we go. Book tour photo shoot. There we go.
So for our day-to-day operations, if you want like a photo shoot or visiting the castle, that's where it is. The special event I need to take out, that's a test. I don't know I got to work with my developers on that, figure out how to remove that one. But for the castle tour here, if it's green like that for a day, that means it's available and you can book a slot for that day.
Gotcha. So that's the...
Do y'all do the tickets still for the bakery?
No, it's all, you come everything directly through the castle these days.
Gotcha.
Okay. There's some of your photos. We were looking at different...
Yeah, and these are some very dated photos for sure.
That's all right. There's still fun events that happen.
Oh, yeah.
And then, we talked about some of it here, but if people want to read more, we have it there. And you guys have been in a lot of media. I was looking at the different things they had, Houston, Texas bucket list. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think this might be my 6th interview that I've given so far in a year and a half to different media sources.
But this is your first interview, right?
Well, this is definitely my first podcast.
Okay. Hey, there we go.
Oh, that's definitely an experience.
Well, that's good. I hope it was a good experience, and I hope you will come back as things go.
It's been fun.
I was going to say. And then we have the bakery if you want to go. The bakery's not far from the castle, correct?
Yeah, that's definitely important. The website currently kind of implies they're at the same place. They're not.
Right.
So the Newman's Bakery is actually in town in Bellville, about 7 minutes from the castle.
Okay.
And please don't just come to the castle. There are limited public hours from 10:30 to 1, 6 days a week.
Right.
So please just don't show up at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. We're not open. The gate's closed. You're going to have a bad time.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is that, I saw it in the events. It told you.
This is the castle tab.
In the castle tab. Yeah. I think it had
a little bit lower.
Hours. Nope. See, I don't listen. Hold on a minute.
That's okay.
Let me get, there we go. Okay. Here are your tour times. Okay. Yeah. So that's the thing is it's not a public, you don't just go out there and show up. You have to actually make, I'm telling the people, you don't just show up. You have to actually call and make a reservation.
Because as Amanda was alluding to, we do our public hours in the morning, early afternoon. We take a small little lunch break, and then we host our afternoon and evening sessions, whatever they may be, whatever was scheduled. So.
Okay. So I just think that's so nifty. I'm sorry. Do you have, I know it has a thing about like the castle's future. Like you said, you're going to do the extra rooms and stuff like that. Other than that, are there any special things that you're planning, like programs or?
Yeah. So once we get the rooms done, that's going to really allow us to do more events out there.
Okay.
There's been various things done through the years, like murder mysteries and live music. So we want to pick things like that back up again, with the ideas that we can have packages for people where they can go out for their murder mystery dinner and then spend the night in one of the rooms. So
Nice.
because a lot of people love the place and they want more reasons to come out there. But right now, with just pretty much the tours, it's hard for them to want to come back.
Right.
There's so many people that have just said, hey, like if it had another reason to come out here, they would want to come. So we're just trying to create more things for these people so they come out to the
So
castle.
kind of like the whole weekend thing, like, you come on Friday evening, do your murder mystery,
Yeah.
go shop around the antique stores and stuff around Bellville in the area,
Sure.
and then be able to stay the next night and then leave on Sunday morning type thing.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
once we get all that rolling out, then our next thing we want to do is we want to eventually start developing more of the property and building more Tudor-style homes out there
Oh, nice.
for people. So
Well, God, and I could think of a ton of things. Gosh, you could have the horses and jousting, and I mean, you could just do all kind of good stuff. Let me just tell you what you need to do. I just think that's nifty, and I just really appreciate y'all coming, and I hope that you will come back as things go along, because I know I'm definitely going to come out there and look at it, because I mean, like a trebuchet. Hello, here, Greg, put this back up. I mean, you got a trebuchet. Come on. I mean, and Christmas. I mean, there's just beautiful, just too much to see. And even people who are photographers, like I'm looking at it from the photography standpoint. I mean, just taking the pictures, just so beautiful. Now what is this, the water wheel? You make people run the water wheel?
yeah, so that's the hamster wheel. It's in the gatehouse right at the entrance, and that's what lifts and lowers the drawbridge.
Gotcha.
We don't operate it much these days. It's a little too scary for us to operate.
I could see that, yes. But anyway, so I guess kind of the last thing, do y'all have good community support? Do they like send people out there? Are they excited y'all are out there?
Oh yeah, no, they love us out there for sure.
Good.
We bring 18 to 20,000 people into Bellville every year.
Wonderful.
So they definitely appreciate us. I hear it all the time from the local businesses in the square here in town. They're like, "Oh, thank you so much. Like, oh, do you have more paperwork for us, more advertisements for us? We'll put it up on our windows for different events or whatever have you." So they definitely appreciate us being around there and work with them.
Good
And
deal.
it's great too because it benefits us as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
We got to have these good relationships with all these people. So.
Oh yeah, well that's what we say. That's part of the reason that we started our Hello Austin County, was the fact that we've got to help each other. This is our county. We got to keep it going strong. So, did I miss anything? Did I hit everything? I mean, we could probably talk for several more hours. But,
We could definitely make a recurring series out of this.
all right, I was gonna say I
Take a
pretty
long
much-
time to
but I
cover
pretty
it
much
all.
hit it, huh? So the big thing is, don't show up.
Don't show up.
Make a reservation. Be ready to have fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just hang out.
And we encourage people, you can dress up. It's okay. We get
Okay.
so many calls like, "Hey, is this okay if we like dress up in our like Renaissance fair clothing and come out there?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's a castle. Please do that."
Yeah.
So yeah, dress up. We will dress up when it's cooler. Since we're not from here, this heat, humidity completely destroys us. So like, I am not wearing my clothes right now out there in August.
Wait a minute. You're going to wear some clothes, correct? Okay, you said you were going to wear your clothes.
I'm not wearing my medieval
Okay,
clothing.
all right. Just want to check.
Yes. Yes.
The wife's over there going, no, he's going to wear clothes. Sorry.
You're good.
No, thank you. Anyway. All right, well, I guess that's about it. If I keep going, we'll be here till midnight. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting hungry.
I have no idea what time it is. So that's a good thing. So.
Anyway, well, thank you for coming, and I hope you will come again, especially when new events happen, or if you guys have openings, let us know, and we will come out there, take a little video, take a few pictures, and then y'all come back and tell us what we're looking at.
Sure.
That would be great.
Sounds good.
All right, well, thank you very much. And Austin County, before we leave, I want to remind everybody, please like and share, join our YouTube channel so you know when the new videos drop, and until then, keep smiling.